It's Mom and Pop Video Shop.
Welcome to Mom and Pop Video Shop. I am Joel.
I'm Tyson.
And we are here today with another retro movie review.
Dude, that's really good.
There we go. Retro movie review.
Like, it scared me a little bit, actually. Like, jump.
I have that effect on people.
It's a side effect.
We are covering, for this episode, a movie from 1993, and if you've read the title and saw the thumbnail, you know what it is, but
I don't know what it is.
he doesn't know what it is, so I'm going to get it.
Give me a hint.
What's from 1993?
One more.
We may be covering it on a live stream that we, as of this, will have already recorded.
I don't know.
Fire in the Sky.
Good call.
Laserdisc of Fire in the Sky, in case you're intrigued by such.
Not creepy or disturbing at all.
Not at all. So I watched it for the first time in 20-ish years yesterday.
Okay, I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah. This movie, when it came out, it was based on a book by Travis Walton, played by D.B. Sweeney in this film. Mm-hmm. It also stars Robert Patrick, the T-1000 from T2.
Because that's what he sounds like.
No, but Schwarzenegger says that. I think it goes, it's the T-1000.
Is it T-1000 Cyberdyne's model?
Yeah, that, yes.
Idiot.
So, I don't know what the hell I was going to say.
No one does.
So the basic story is, I'll read off the back of the Laserdisc in case you don't know. 6 men saw it. 1 man became a prisoner inside it. But who would believe them? In 1975, logger Travis Walton, played by D.B. Sweeney, and his co-workers discovered a hovering UFO. Walton's pals fled, but Walton was not so fortunate because Walton's kind of an idiot. Whisked aboard the strange aircraft, he was subjected to a painful, unearthly medical study. Fire in the Sky is the amazing tale of that ordeal, and of the contempt and ridicule endured by the co-workers as they tried to explain Walton's mysterious disappearance. He was found 5 days later, bloodied and bruised, and butt naked. I'm naked. James Garner plays an investigator who suspects the story may be a murder cover-up. And Robert Patrick, Craig Sheffer, Peter Berg, Henry Thomas join Sweeney in the roles of the men staggered by an event they would have thought impossible if it hadn't happened to them, an encounter with a UFO. It was written by Tracy Torme and directed by Robert Lieberman. And again, based on the, I'll say the alleged true story, I don't know. It's one of those things where there was a lot of conflicting information.
Travis Walton was a real person.
Yes, he's an absolute real.
Documentary.
Podcasts. He's he's been. So he to this day sticks by the story. There's been back and forth with the guy played by Robert Patrick, who is his best friend Mike, who apparently I didn't realize when I was looking up some stuff. Apparently in 2021 he retracted a lot of his original story because supposedly Walton was working on a remake of this and didn't tell him, and he was angry, but then they made up, and then he took back his retraction. Weird stuff. I don't know. All I know is, regardless of all that, whether you believe in that kind of stuff or not, I believe in UFOs and things that go up in the night. I get that not many people do, but I also believe with I would call it a skeptic's heart, in that I also believe, trying to get as much proof as one can get is always a good idea. That being said, I hope this is a hoax. We are screwed. Because the parts in this involving the abduction are effing terrifying.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
It's the effects are great. They hold up so well. My kids were super impressed by that. I will tell you now, do not watch the trailer if you haven't seen the trailer, because my middle kid made a point, because I remembered that when he said it about when this came out. When it came out, I liked it, did not love it, because I remember thinking it wasn't what I thought it would be. I showed them the trailer before the movie. He had the exact reaction I did. The trailer makes you think that a huge chunk of this movie is the abduction part, is the aliens part, is the on the spaceship part.
Yep.
It is not that. That's like 5% of this movie, maybe. It's mostly the characters and this idea of due process and being accused of something, and almost like the Salem witch trial vibe of it all, like where the people are turning against the people who've known them their whole lives. That's really the core elements and themes of this. And then when the guy comes back and how nobody believes him. And
you know what's funny though is, this came out in 1993, and I feel like then you had to sell the alien part of it.
Yeah, now
you're like,
It's a crazy world we live in.
And I did read that apparently, I haven't read the book that Travis Walton wrote, or let's be honest, they probably had a ghostwriter on it, but his book, supposedly it was very kind of your basic, typical stock Abduction story, and they had Tracy Torme embellish it considerably for the screenplay, which I think was probably very smart because it works exceedingly well as a movie. Actually, a shout out also to Gamma. My friend Gamma, I believe, because he had given me some Laserdisc. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Gamma, but I think this was one of the ones he gave me. So thank you very much for that.
Cool.
I do like this movie. In fact, I liked it a lot more rewatching it now.
I need to see it.
Yeah, it's like,
especially if we're talking to Chris next week about all this stuff.
Yeah, it's worth rewatching. Like I said, go into it where it's more about these like working class guys who grow up in this community who are from this place, and they're just treated like dog crap because, and I mean, I get why nobody would believe them, right? But the fact of the matter is, it's definitely worth checking out. For me, it's a 4-taper. I don't love it that much to where I'd be going to pay the $80 or whatever, but I obviously have it here on Laserdisc. So, but for me, it's a 4-taper. I don't even know if you want to bother rating it.
It's been so long. I think to play it safe, I'll say 3.
Because I can't believe you come out of this not liking it, at least even for the performances.
Upon reviewing, that may go up, but hey, if someone were to come into the shop and ask us our opinions, Joel would say 4 tapes. Right now, today, as it stands, I would say 3.
Yeah, and anything 3 or above implies that we liked it enough that we didn't rush it back or ask for our money back. So so fire this guy in the comments below. Let us know what you think of it. And remember, until we meet again, at Mom and Pop's Our Love of...
I'm going to pull out a newer selection, and I'm going to say Pod.
I'll say Never Stops, but after I stop recording, I'm going to have to ask you what the hell that is.
Mom and Pop's Video Show.